Now, many of you already know that each and every week on Tuesday, we usually get the NEV insurance registration coming from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio. And last week, from the 26th to the 3rd of March, ladies and gents, Nio sold total NEV insurance registrations of around 3,600. This makes sense, especially knowing that from the deliveries that Nio reported last week on the 1st of March, which was on Friday, we saw Nio reporting total deliveries of over 3,100. So this gives an explanation as to why did we get to see, of course, that better than expected figure we saw from Nio's total deliveries for February. So yes, they saw total NEV insurance registrations of around 3,600, which is better than the 2,300 we had seen in the previous week. This is something that, of course, it's pretty good, it's pretty decent. We are getting to finally see Nio, ladies and gents, improving when it comes to their deliveries, which is something that is pretty good. You will know that Nio, ladies and gents, they are expected today to give us not only their earnings but also their guidance on the kind of deliveries they expect to deliver for Q1, and from those deliveries we'll able to generate the kind of deliveries the total number of deliveries that Nio can deliver for the month of March. So I look forward to the earnings, because most important things will also just us getting to see if whether Nio will be able to beat the kind of deliveries they reported in Q1 of 2023. So from the very same earnings, we'll also see if really this 3,600, it is finally the start of us seeing Nio's deliveries recovering this year, which will be so great to finally get to see the answers that so many of the people want to know, like how many deliveries is Nio hoping to deliver for March, being answered. So 3,600, it is better, because the 2,300, you will also know that it was not only for 1 week, or the 2,300 we saw last week on Tuesday, it was not only for 1 week, but it was for 2 weeks, which included, of course, the week where there was a Chinese New Year holiday. So this 3,600, it is the NEV insurance registration for 1 week, which is something that is pretty good. I mean, Leodo saw over 6,000, which this figure shows that Leodo, in terms of this NEV insurance registration, it is sort of like slagging from obviously previously the 10,000 NEV insurance registration we would usually see. Xpeng also has 2,400, which shows again that though it's improving, it is a bit slagging behind. And with Xpeng, you would expect better or more NEV insurance registrations than Nio, because Xpeng's car are cheaper, or are way cheaper than Nio, which is something that is of course you need to take into cognizance before, of course, you compare Xpeng deliveries and Nio deliveries, or Nio deliveries against Leodo deliveries. Leodo sells hybrids, Nio sells full EV cars, which is something that, of course, there's always that difference before we can even go to the comparison of how these companies are doing. With Xpeng, you'll know that even the gross margins are just so low, which for them to get to profitability, yeah, it might still be a mission, or it might still be a stretch, but I believe the more they deliver these vehicles, they will get to, of course, profitability. But for Nio, on the other hand, we look forward when they better or when they deliver more of these vehicles, it helps them get good gross margins, and of course get closer to profitability, of which the more they deliver, the more they will have better gross margins and go closer and closer to profitability, which is something that, of course, at the end of the day, you want to see Nio getting to profitability, which I've already told you or said my prediction to say that I personally believe that Q4 might be that, of course, quarter that we see Nio reaching profitability, because not only will they be selling the Nio brand, but they would have started with also selling their sub-brand Alps, which today we just saw sneak peeks of the models, which of the SUV model, which is quite a beauty, I must say. If really that is the Alps sub-brand model, ladies and gents, then it lights out for the Tesla Model Y, that's for sure, because it is quite beautiful, I must say. And to know that it will have the latest technology, or it will be the very first model to have the NT 3.0, which is the Nio's latest technology, it is something that is pretty good, pretty exciting to get to see the kind or the total number of vehicles that Nio will be able to generate by that brand. So yes, 3,600 is the NEV insurance registrations that Nio got this week, and I hope to see an improvement as of course the month unfold, so that at the end of the day Nio can beat the kind of deliveries they saw for the total for Q1 of 2023, which I think so many of the investors, that's what we want to see at least. The good thing, like I said, is that today we will know, in fact in the next hour or two, we will know exactly how many vehicles is Nio expecting or projecting to deliver for March, which will therefore give us a clear indication if whether Nio is intending on beating their last year's Q1 deliveries, which I think that should be the case, so that at least the sentiment around the stock, ladies and gents, cannot deteriorate further. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.